Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejados.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Nathan.
Welcome to episode 182 of Adventures and Mousecapades. This week, we're missing Disney.
We are.
It's only been 2 months, but it's too long.
It's so sad. Woe is us.
Woe is us.
And it's going to be many more months before we're back on a Disney property.
Mm-hmm. We're counting a ship as a property, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Disney owns it.
Yes.
Disney's name is on it. So
yes. Yeah.
I mean,
but our next park trip is until next April. Womp womp.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Oh.
Yes. Our next park trip is in April.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Lasai. That's French, by the way.
Yeah, it is. This week we are doing a resort review, but not a DVC resort review. Indeed.
We are going to talk about Disney's Coronado Springs Resort and the Gran Destino Tower.
Mm-hmm. We are choosing this one because we have stayed at this one.
Exactly. And of all of the non-DVC resorts, it is the most like a deluxe DVC resort.
Yeah.
It's really quite spectacular there. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if you're looking to get that, we'll say, deluxe resort kind of experience and save a few dollars in the process, highly recommend the Gran Destino Tower over at Coronado Springs. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Well, let's start with just the facts. Disney's Coronado Springs Resort and the newer Gran Destino Tower are over in the Animal Kingdom Resort area, along with the Animal Kingdom Lodge and All-Star Movies, Music, and Sports. That said, it is awfully close to Epcot and Hollywood Studios at the corner of Western Way and Buena Vista Drive. Blizzard Beach is pretty close by, too. It's very interesting that this is an Animal Kingdom resort, or at least Animal Kingdom area resort.
I think it just happens to be where it is, like in relation to certain streets and everything like that.
Yeah, exactly. It is on the western side of World Drive, and therefore you're going to be called an Animal Kingdom Resort area resort. But it is super easy to get to lots of different places from here. But it is more of a drivable or busable kind of location.
Coronado Springs Resort opened on August 1st, 1997, and expanded with the Gran Destino Tower in July of 2019. It is the first moderate resort at Walt Disney World to have a convention center and only moderate level resort with suites. The Coronado Springs Resort Convention Center is the largest on Walt Disney World property with 220 square feet of meeting space.
No.
Oh, good Lord.
It's a little bigger than that.
With 220,000 square feet of meeting space. The Coronado Ballroom is 60,214 square feet and the largest ballroom in the Southeast. The Exhibition Hall, which is the Veracruz Exhibition Hall, is 86,000 square feet. And there's a bunch of other ballrooms and breakout spaces.
Indeed. The design of the whole place is kind of American colonial Spanish or Southwestern American. It varies depending on which village you're in, and there are 3 villages. There are the casitas, the ranchos, and the cabanas.
The newer Gran Destino Tower features Spanish-inspired architecture, which is inspired by the surrealist artwork of Salvador Dali, who collaborated with Walt Disney on a number of works, including the short Destino, that was not completed and released until 2003.
Yeah, they started on that in 1946, and they never finished it. And both have gone on to other things, we'll just say.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was eventually picked up and completed by the Disney company over 20 years ago at this point. So it is a fantastic short, though.
Very Dolly.
Very, very Dolly.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. It's on Disney Plus. You could probably find it on YouTube, but if you subscribe, go hit it on Disney Plus. It's only like 7 minutes or something like that. But
yeah, it's not very long.
If you want to know what surrealism is like, it's this.
Yes.
100%. The accommodations at this resort, again, there's kind of 4 main areas. There's 1,951 total rooms. There are 3 villages. There are the casitas, which are 5 4-floor buildings. These are closest to the convention center. There's the cabanas. These are 3 2-floor buildings. And then there are the ranchos, which are 4 Pueblo-style 3-floor buildings, just to keep numbers flowing through your head.
Numbers.
All of the numbers. All of those rooms in the villages did get refreshes in 2018 alongside the construction of the Gran Destino Tower itself. Speaking of said tower, that is a 15-story tower with 545 guest rooms, including 50 suites. And it is fantastic, and that is where we have stayed.
Yeah. Coronado Springs is different from other Disney moderate resorts. This is basically a moderate in deluxe clothing. The things that are different here is upgraded soft goods, which means like the linens and towels and pillows are just a little bit nicer. There is central air conditioning. Other moderate hotels have window units. This is also the only moderate resort with a fitness center. There are multiple dining options from casual to fine, including upscale rooftop restaurants and several bars and lounges. This is also the only moderate resort on property to offer club-level rooms and suites. And the tower rooms are accessed via interior hallways, and there are bath upgrades like rain showers in the tower rooms.
Indeed. So what does club level mean at a Disney resort? Well, that means you have access to concierge services, you have access to Disney signature services, which I had to look up and see what they are. And I don't know, dear listener. To me, it sounded like it's concierge service, but whatever. Basically, you also get access to a dedicated club lounge there in the resort. Here at Coronado, and specifically in the Gran Destino Tower, that is the Kronos Club up on the top floor. That's open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily, and you have access to food and snacks and a place for respite as you are there. I think now it's a little bit difficult for me to get current data, but at least when it opened, there was a nightly reception at the same time as Epcot fireworks, because you could see, or you can still see, the Epcot fireworks from the Gran Destino Tower. I'm not sure if that's still a current thing where they will pipe in the music and do snacks and things like that along with that show. But either way, if you are up in the lounge, or quite frankly in Toledo, which is the restaurant, or the Dahlia Lounge, which is the lounge, all these things are up on the top floor there of the Gran Destino Tower. If you're there in the evening when the Epcot fireworks are going off, you will see them. Yep.
In the villages, which is the casitas, the ranchos, and the cabanas, the initial part of the Coronado Resort, there are single king or double queen rooms that sleep 2 to 4 that have standard views, which is courtyard or parking. There are preferred rooms, which are near El Centro for easy access to dining, shopping, transportation, and the convention center. And there are water views, which is a view of the pool or the lake.
El Centro is simply just the area of the resort that's kind of the border or the bridge between the casitas and the Gran Destino Tower, and then there's a huge convention center wing. So there's a lot of dining and other things going on in that area that they call El Centro.
The villages also have a 1-bedroom suite with a king bed. It has views of the garden or the lake, and it has the 1 king bed, and then in the other room, the living room area, I guess, the queen sleeper sofa, and it sleeps up to 4 adults.
The room, not the bed, not the sleeper sofa. That would be a really gigantic sleeper sofa.
Yes, the room sleeps up to 4 adults.
There's also a 1-bedroom suite option with 2 queens in that dedicated bedroom. These all have a courtyard view. They are near El Centro, and then that will obviously give you 2 queen beds plus the queen sleeper, which gives you up to 6 folks in there.
There's also an executive suite in the Villages. It's essentially a 2-bedroom suite with views of the courtyard, also near that central area. The first bedroom has a king bed. The second bedroom has 2 queen beds. And in the lounge area, there's the 1 queen sleeper sofa. Sleeps up to 8 people.
Indeed. Perfect for your, I don't know, if you want your whole team to stay with you when you're there for a convention, you can just all be in one room. I don't know about you, but I see enough of my lovely and talented coworkers enough during the day. I really don't want to share a room with them.
I was just thinking maybe a large family could stay there, but you went
Sure.
a different route. Okay.
Well, I mean, this is a preferred location. It is near the convention center. It's near all this stuff. I think it's really geared towards like bigger business contingents. But hey, each to
No,
their
just
own.
get the single rooms. Just do that.
Just do single rooms, y'all.
Yep.
Over in the Gran Destino Tower itself, there is a mix of options. Predominantly, these are single king or double queen rooms that sleep 2 or 4, obviously depending. And you have a mix of resort views, which overlook the courtyard and landscaping or maybe some parking. And then the water view side of the tower, which you can see the pools and lakes and all the rest of that good stuff. And then you have the club access.
Club Access has king or double queen room options. There's also a Tower Deluxe suite with Club Access, which has a king bed, a queen sleeper sofa, sleeps up to 4 total. There's a Tower 1-bedroom suite with Club Access, which has a king bed and the queen sleeper sofa, sleeps up to 4 again. And then finally, the Tower Presidential Suite with Club Access, which 2 bedrooms basically.
Yeah.
1 king bed, 2 queen beds, and sleeps up to 6, all with views of the lake, courtyard, or parking, depending on which side of the building you end up on.
Indeed. So let's talk about the essentials for the Coronado Springs Resort and the Tower. Basics, these are just regular Disney hotel rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So unlike with your DVC villas where check-in is at 4, hotel check-in on property for Disney is at 3 p.m. So I guess there's less to clean and they're able to get it turned around a lot faster.
Yeah. No kitchenettes.
Yeah, exactly. Checkout is at 11 o'clock in the morning on your unfortunate day of departure. I say unfortunate because, of course, everybody wants to stay.
Yeah.
Services there in the main area for check-in, which is in the tower, include obviously the check-in desk, there's concierge, bell services, valet, all the rest of that good stuff. There's a business center on site too. I mean, this is a convention center attached after all. There are also laundry rooms available for you should you need them. They are adjacent to each of the 3 more quiet village pools, and then there's one on the 3rd floor of the Gran Destino Tower as well. You can always send out your garments for cleaning as well, but obviously that is an extra cost.
For transportation, there is an internal bus loop that will go basically to the different village locations.
Yep, and the tower.
Yep, and the tower, plus buses to the parks and Disney Springs. There is no Skyliner, no monorail, but you do have minivan service available if you want to pay that extra premium.
Indeed. So this is largely a bus service location effectively right now. We'll see. There's starting to be some rumblings out there in the community of some potential Skyliner expansion locations. So
Fancy.
It's right near Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So this seems like a short leg that they could throw over there. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. For pools, we have the Lost City of Cibola pool at the dig site. I probably said that horribly wrong, but there you go. This is a sprawling pool complex with Mayan ruin theme, which is pretty cool. It has a 50-foot pyramid that you are not allowed to climb on, so don't even try. It has a 123-foot water slide that features a spitting jaguar spirit animal. Watch out, they spit. It has the largest hot tub on Disney property with room for 22 people, which just sounds horrible to me.
That is a big bowl of people soup right there.
Yuck. Also at the dig site are a pool bar, a sand volleyball court, a kiddie pool, and the Iguana Arcade. There's a daily family activity called Swimming of the Bulls. I have no idea what this is. What is this?
I don't know. It was on Disney's site. It looks, just on that alone, I need to see this.
The Swimming of the Bulls. Okay. That sounds fun.
Don't wear red swim trunks.
Don't wear red swim trunks. Look out.
Look out.
There's also campfire activities here from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. nightly at the dig site. Also, at each one of the villages, the casitas, the ranchos, and cabanas, there are 3 quieter leisure pools if you don't want to go to the big dig site area and hear all the frivolities going on.
Frivolities?
Mm-hmm. Screaming children. How? Is that better?
Yes,
okay.
that's much more accurate.
Okay.
That paints a more vivid picture for sure.
Yes.
Also happening here at Coronado Springs, there are movies under the stars at 8:30 on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday evenings, obviously when it's not pouring rain. There is a couple of really interesting events that happen weekly that you can sign up for and do with a nominal fee. They have a Brush of Elegance. This is a 2-hour canvas painting class on Friday afternoons up in the Toledo restaurant. The restaurant's closed, by the way, while you're there. And they also have a Spanish mosaic art class. Again, this is a 2-hour mosaic kind of creation. You get to create a Mickey profile with little pieces of tile that you get to create your own designs and glue those down on a nice Mickey head. This is held every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday afternoon up in the Dahlia Lounge. And I would imagine the Dahlia Lounge may be open during this time.
I mean, having drinks while you're making Spanish mosaic art sounds pretty nice.
Sign me up.
Yes.
It's not. This is Future Nathan. The Dahlia Lounge doesn't open till 5 p.m., but it's open till midnight. Anyway, back to the recording.
There's also a jogging trail around the 22-acre Lago Dorado, which is just shy of a mile long, so 0.9 miles if you are so inclined. You don't have to jog around it. You can walk around it too, which is probably what I would do.
Fair. That's fair. Although also not while it's pouring rain.
Correct, yes. And then I'd stop off at the Three Bridges bar, which we'll learn about in a little bit too.
Oh, yes. Lastly, in terms of resort amenities, we have 2 fitness centers on site. One is La Vida Health Club, really going out there with that name. This is in the Casitas building. And then we have the fitness center at Gran Destino. And I'm just going to let you guess on where that is on property.
At least they didn't call it La Vida Loca Health Club.
That's where my brain went.
Oh, but it's just La Vida.
I know.
To life?
Live in La Vida Health Club.
Ah, I see.
Let's talk about dining. There are 4 full-service restaurants, a food court area, quick service, and multiple lounges and bars here at this resort.
For sit down, you have the Maya Grill, which is Mexican casual. This does not have great reviews. One of the places I looked at basically said, do not go here. So there you have it.
You are welcome to if you so choose.
You never know.
Right. But
form your own opinions.
Exactly.
There's also Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, which is an American bar and grill. I've been here before. Nathan has too, I think. Mm-hmm. Not bad. The drinks are pretty good.
Yeah. We've had breakfast there. We've done lunch there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really good. We hit this place. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit more, but we did have a stay here. And we definitely hit Rick's a few times.
It was no wait.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that was one of the reasons why I was like, hey, this place is available right now. Let's do it.
And we didn't have to walk out in the middle of a lake.
Exactly.
Speaking of.
Three Bridges Bar and Grill at Villa del Lago, which is in the middle of the lake. There is a bar fare with Spanish flair grill. We haven't been here before, and I want to try it.
No, we wanted to go and just never got our stars and schedules aligned to make it happen. So
they have, not that I would go to it just because I don't like it, but they have a sangria class here, I believe, is what I have heard. That is phenomenal if you are into sangria.
There you have it. Lastly, in terms of sit-down restaurants, there is the aforementioned Toledo. This is tapas, steak, and seafood. This is a really nice restaurant up on the top of the Gran Destino Tower. We have not been. It just hasn't worked out in our schedules. It looks amazing. It smells fantastic.
Yes, we've gone to the lounge close to it.
Yes.
And I think it's Toledo, not Toledo. I could be wrong.
I apologize. This is my American influence showing through. But you're probably right. I think it is Toledo. I apologize.
It's okay. I'll forgive you this once.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
For quick service, we have Cafe Rick's, which is near Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, and has like cafe stuff.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they share a kitchen.
What?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so coffee and breakfast stuffs. There's also the El Mercado de Coronado, which is munchies and quick service. I think that's the food court area that's over there.
Man, and you're giving me tips on my Spanish accent.
I
El
never
Mercado
took
de
Spanish.
Coronado.
I never took Spanish.
Hey, I took Spanish for 2 years, and I did my utmost to try to counteract the fact that I had 3 years of French before that, and I was at the time living in the South. So look, I have a weird relationship with foreign languages at this point.
So what would be like El Mercado de Coronado?
I don't know what that was. No, it would be...
It's L, isn't it?
Yeah, El Mercado de Coronado.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Apologies for all of your ears because this is not our forte. Nope.
It's not. We are but two humble Caucasian people in the Pacific Northwest doing our best to not offend everybody and failing miserably. Yeah.
And then we have Panchito's Gifts and Sundries, which is not really quick service, but I don't know where else to put it. Obviously, there are gifts there if you want to pick up some stuff. And they have, like, that's where the little market is to get some prepackaged foods and whatnot.
Like a little mini grocery store.
Yeah.
Ironically, as you often find in a DVC resort.
Yep.
Moving on to bars and lounges, our favorite things. You have the Barcelona Lounge. This is down in the bottom of the Gran Destino Tower. It's a fantastic spot for coffee and a quick breakfast in the morning. And then the rest of the day, it is an absolutely fantastic lounge.
It's gorgeous.
Full bar. Oh, it is.
The colors, so beautiful. This
whole resort, specifically the Gran Destino Tower, is a visual just feast for your eyes.
I will also note that we did not go into the villages at all. So we cannot speak to those. I'm sure they are gorgeous as well. We just have not set eyes on them.
Right. Now we get to the opposite end of the Gran Destino Tower. Let's go up top. We have the Dahlia Lounge. This is an absolutely stunning bar. They also have some light bites. The drinks are amazing. The service is fantastic. The food is incredible. This is the place to go.
They have churros.
They do have churros.
They're like donut churros, I guess. I don't know. They're
so
very good. Yeah.
They're amazing.
There is indoor and outdoor seating at the Dahlia Lounge. And what's nice about the outdoor seating is you have this gorgeous view of you can see Epcot from there. You can see Hollywood Studios from there. And at night, you can see the fireworks.
Indeed.
It's pretty fun.
And when the inside lounge and bar is really loud because you have a ton of convention goers who are there, you can go sit outside and it's a lot quieter and you still have access to all the same delectable bites and drinks. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
That is a lived experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured.
Yeah. On to places where we unfortunately haven't been. We have Laguna Dock Bar, which is there by the main lobby in the tower. It's just outside on the water. They have beers and pizzas and all sorts of stuff.
Sandwiches.
Sounds very good. And then we have the Siestas Cantina, which is basically the pool bar over there in the dig site. So yeah, we never made it over to the pool.
We didn't.
We were there for like 6 nights and we never hit the pool.
I was at a convention, but that's okay.
I went to the parks every day by myself, which was also okay.
I guess since we're kind of talking about this now, we should say our thoughts about this resort, because we did stay there for 6 nights in September of 2022 while I was at a conference, and we stayed in the Gran Destino Tower.
Yes, we absolutely loved this resort and still do. It is, like I said earlier, just a feast for the eyes. The tower is very, very much our vibe. Well, one of our vibes that I don't think we knew we had, but we loved it. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous with all the artwork and the way that they have carried design elements through everything from actual art on the wall to architecture elements to lampshade designs to chandeliers to carpet. Like it is a complete package from a design standpoint. It's so well done.
There's a lot of reds and oranges at this resort, which is not usually my vibe. I very much tend to go more towards purples and blues and greens.
Right.
But the way this was done here was just phenomenal. I really, really liked how they did it. It was not overpowering with the reds and oranges. You also had some neutral tones to balance all of it out. It's very nice.
Yes. Well, Alicia, you have to be careful about, not having your red hair clash with the decor. So
it's all right. It's turning white pretty quickly. So before too long, it won't be an issue at all.
Fair enough. Then you'll match everything.
Yes.
Sorry. As we mentioned, you can see Epcot fireworks in the middle distance when you are on the appropriate side of the tower. And there's just the rooms in the tower, we can speak from experience, are just flat out amazing. They are deluxe quality rooms with the appointments and everything, and the way that they have just been designed. They are nice and open and roomy and fresh and just incredibly comfortable.
And remember that you do not get deluxe benefits like early park or late park entry, though, unless you do a club room. Then you get early park entry, but you do not get extended hours.
I think things have changed, so just double check with Disney.
Yeah, Disney likes to change things. Yes,
exactly. Like I said earlier, the Dahlia Lounge specifically is absolutely amazing. And if you go, strike that. When you go, please say hi to Bill, the bartender, and tell him that the other Bill and Nate from Seattle sent you, because he will appreciate that. The more that people that we can send his way, the better off Bill will be. Again, this is Bill, my best friend Bill's friend. Just go with it. Bill, the bartender, he's amazing. He will take care of you.
He introduced the churros to us.
Yes, he did. And I am forever grateful.
Yes. We would stay here again.
100%.
I know it's not a DVC resort, so we'd actually have to pay out of pocket for it. But we very much enjoyed staying there. And yes, I was there because of a convention, but I really liked the overall feel of this resort. It was not too crazy. And the people that I was with went to the pools and said it was great. They didn't have any issues or anything. They liked the pool bar over there. They liked, I think one of them struck up a conversation with the lifeguard and had a fun time. And the convention center itself, it was nice to have quick access to it.
Yeah.
It is pretty sprawling. It's a big area. But I would love to go back here. Even if we don't stay here, there are restaurants that I want to try.
Yeah. I will forever be rooting for your admin conference to go back here, because
I don't know if I'm ever going to go to that admin conference again, though. I have moved on to better conferences.
Okay. Yes. Our Miami trip, Okay, fair enough.
If they happen to do an executive conference down there, then sure.
Okay, thank you.
I would do that. But I don't go every year, maybe every other year.
All right, well, just help me keep hope alive.
Understood.
There's nothing like having Disney trips that the company pays for, at least for the accommodations.
Well, yes, for the accommodations, and not for you. Well, you're staying in the room with me, so but
exactly,
it's not
and they're
any
paying
extra.
for your travel.
They're paying for my travel. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, every little bit helps.
And this is true.
Well, with all that, please remember that we are not affiliated with Disney or their subsidiaries. These are personal opinions and suggestions based on our own experiences. We recommend working with a travel agent or contacting Disney directly to plan your perfect vacation.
If you have any questions or suggestions or would like to be interviewed on our show to share your own Disney experiences, please send an email to podcast@ourmousecapades.com.
Please go ahead and follow us on social media. We're at Our Mousecapades. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and YouTube.
And if you have not yet, I know there's a couple of you, please give us a rating and review in your podcast app. It really does help us out.
And of course, don't hesitate to share us with your friends and fellow Disney lovers of all ages.
Thank you for listening. We will be in your ears next week.
Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.